I left my heart to the sappers round Khe Sanh, and I sold my soul with my cigarettes to the black market man. I had the Vietnam gold turkey from the ocean to the Silver City, and it's only other vets could understand about the long forgotten dark side guarantees. How there were no V-Day heroes in 1973. How we sailed into Sydney Harbor. I saw an Oprah but I couldn't kiss her. She was lying and I was home to the lucky land. And she was like so many more from that time on. Their lives were all so empty until they found their chosen one. And their legs were often open, but their minds were always closed, and their hearts were held in fast suburban chains. And the legal paths were yellow, hours long, pre-packed clean. And telex riders clattered where the gunships once had been. The car box made me jumpy, but I never stopped for dreams or the growing need for speed and overcame. So I worked across the country from end to end, trying to find a place to settle down where my mixed up life could end. I held a job on a lorry, flying choppers when I could, but the nightlife nearly drove me round the bend. And I traveled round the world from year to year, but each one found me aimless. One more year, the worse for wear. And I've been back to Southeast Asia, and the answer sure ain't there. But I'm drifting off to check things out again. Well, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone, and only 7 flying hours, and I'll be landing in Hong Kong. There ain't nothing like the kisses from a jaded Chinese princess. I'm gonna hit some Hong Kong mattress all night long. Well, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. You know, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. And it's really got me worried. I'm headed nowhere and I'm in a hurry. You know, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. Well, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. You know, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. Whoa, whoa, it's really got me worried. I'm headed nowhere and I'm in a hurry. You know, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. Alright, so that was my cover of Khe Sanh by Chisel. I hope you liked it. And we did that song because it is the song, I think, that got me through to the next round of that singing contest that I mentioned from the last video. But we'll talk about that a little later. What we're gonna start off with is my movie reviews. Didn't actually watch any movies since my last video, but I did forget to mention one movie that I watched, and that was The Guard, a British black comedy which was just awkward, funny, that I quite enjoyed. Not a blockbuster film, obviously not a big budget movie, but still kind of worth watching. As I said before, I didn't actually watch any movies, but I did manage to watch 2 musicals since the last vid. The first one was Avenue Q. Went to go see that because one of my friends was in it, Christmas Eve. I've seen the professional production when it came down to Sydney, and that was hilarious. So I really didn't know what to expect going to watch amateur production, but man, you put those same guys on that stage from the amateur production, just as good, hands down. Acting was great, singing was good, comic humor was excellent, puppets were exactly the same, stage, albeit a lot smaller, worked. All in all, great musical, great musical. The other musical that I ended up watching was Hairspray at the Lyric Theatre in Sydney. Obviously there was a movie that was made from this musical, and yeah, the stage was actually quite good. Not many backgrounds, only because the backgrounds themselves changed. They were just massive LED screens that changed colour and moved around according to whatever the scene was at the time. The stage itself also moved up and down in little sections. But once again, singing was great, acting was great, dancing was good, comic humour, funny. The beauty about live performances is that it is live and sometimes stupid things happen. This particular show that we went to, of Hairspray, the actors actually broke out of character, which worked. It was quite funny. And they were just laughing on stage for like literally 5 minutes. The Penny character, she was hilarious. I think she was the star of that show. Anyways, those are all the things that I watched. Going back to my bigger news about that singing competition that I told you about earlier. So, obviously it was my first time doing a live performance with a live band. So you could see there was a lot of opportunity for things to go wrong. And they did. First song I sung, Moondance, missed my cue to start singing. So I didn't actually start singing until half a bit after. Second song, This Is the Moment, totally missed a couple of lines, went off key, terrible, so bad. And then the last song, Khe Sanh, which I just did, I think redeemed all the crappiness. So much so that the judges actually put me through. If I were the judges, I would not let me through, but that's just me. Anyways, I also think that I went through because I had a lot of support in the crowd. And to those people, giving you guys shout outs at the end of the video, as I do. But what was funny was that one of my friends, when he found out the results, that this other guy came first as opposed to me, he was outraged and hysterical, demanded a recount, which I thought was quite funny. But moving along, at the end of the show, the host gave out these tickets to the audience for them to write down who they thought came first and second. Now, all those tickets went into a barrel to be drawn, and they would read the results of who actually came first and second according to the judges, and then they would draw these tickets out of the barrel, and if the audience picked first and second correctly on the tickets, they would win the jackpot prize of whatever it was on the night, which was $200. Anyways, it was really encouraging that all those free tickets had my name on it. 2 of them was actually for first. So I don't know what they were listening to or whether or not those tickets were from friendly audience members as opposed to neutrals, but I know 2 of them definitely weren't, and quite possibly 3. Anyways, very encouraging. Oh, my parents were there as well, that was awkward. My dad was actually taping, and he said he had to stop taping because he just couldn't tape me failing anymore, which was pretty Basically, I'm just thankful that I get another chance to perform. Fingers crossed I don't suck as bad as I did that first time round, but I'll let you know. Anyways, that's it for now, so until next time, stay tuned for more. There ain't nothing like the kisses from a cheated Chinese princess. I'm gonna hit some hard